We are in the middle of an ASMR sort of live stream where we play Power Washer sometimes late at night. I gotta talk a little bit about this Chris Rock, Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith, Oscar Slapperoonie again. This video has surfaced. I did a short about it. It has surfaced of Jada Pinkett Smith basically filming Will without his knowledge. Did you see this? Did you see this video? We gotta look at this. Did you guys see the Jada Pinkett video that's been going around? Holy crap. So first off, she says like on, there's an article. Oh, there's two things we gotta talk about. First off, there's an article where she's talking about, I guess it resurfaced from their red table, or is it a new one? I don't know. So Rob will pull it up and post. The article with Jada Pinkett Smith says that she was like crying, she was nauseated during their wedding, she didn't want to be married, she wanted to be like, you know, this independent chick. Some people on Twitter were responding to the article about this interview, and like this one blue check mark, it's like a doctor woman, I think, was saying, yeah, I was at this wedding, and other than the fact that Jada was still in love with Tupac, like, yeah, it was actually not that bad of a day. So people are like kind of really railing on Jada Pinkett Smith now for, you know, her saying, you know, that she wasn't like super excited to get married. So they're kind of twisting that into her not wanting to marry Will at all, like ever, and like, oh, she's horrible, she's not in love with him, all this stuff. So that's what they're kind of exaggerating it to. I'm sure there's some truth somewhere in the middle there, and I believe she was expecting Jaden. Okay, there's that other video. Oh, we gotta pull it up. I was gonna pull it up on Twitter here and react to this while we're here. This video has been going around all over the place. So here's the article from the New York Post. Jada Pinkett Smith never wanted to marry Will. And yeah, the person I'm talking about, Dr. Kemi, I cannot pronounce her name in the response here. I was at that wedding in Baltimore, and it wasn't horrible. Adrienne wanted them to marry because Jaden was in the oven, but it was not by force. She was still in love with Tupac, who had been ended the previous year. That's what somebody who's responding says. Rob can add that in post. And here we go. Jada Pinkett Smith never wanted to marry Will, according to the New York Post. Cried at horrible wedding. She confessed she really didn't want to get married to Will Smith. In fact, the Matrix actress, she was in the Matrix when? Now on the roasting spit of Smith's infamous Oscar smack, admitted to crying down the freaking aisle before tying the knot. I was under so much pressure. You know, being a young actress, being young, and I was like pregnant, I just don't know what to do, declared Pinkett Smith, 50, in a freshly exhumed snippet from her Red Table Talk Facebook series, I Never Wanted to Be Married. In the clip from 2018, which resurfaced amid the renewed controversy, whoosh, I could talk, around the entanglement with the R&B singer August Alsina. I'm saying his name wrong, I know that. Pinkett Smith candidly recalls her mother, Adrienne Banfield Norris, also known as Gammy, 68, forcing her and Smith to wed after she became pregnant with their first son together, Jaden, who is now 23. I really didn't want to get married, she restated while seated around the circular table with her mom as well as Smith, 53, with her daughter Willow. We only got married because Gammy was crying. It was almost as if Gammy was like, you have to get married, so let's talk about this wedding. Pinkett Smith prompted Banfield Norris to confess, I remember feeling very strong and I wanted you guys to be married. The Girls Trip star's mother was just 18 when she became pregnant with Pinkett Smith. Alright, I do remember wanting you and Will to get married, but I don't remember your rejection of the idea of marriage. I remember the rejection of the idea of a wedding, not a marriage. So that might be what it's talking about, where something like big and public, maybe here. They married in a Gothic style. We should probably turn that off. They married at the Gothic style Cloisters Castle in a suburb of her hometown in Baltimore, and despite the picturesque venue, Pinkett Smith and her mom both acknowledged that it was less than stellar. The wedding was horrible. It was a mess. Jada was sick. She was very unpleasant. She didn't cooperate with anything. And I was so upset that I had to have a wedding. I was so pissed when I was crying down the freaking aisle, and I cried the whole way down the aisle. Conversely, Smith, who in March earned his first Oscar for, whatever, was positively giddy. There wasn't a day in my life that I wanted anything other than being married and having a family. So everybody, like, every piece of information we're seeing is painting Jada to be this awful person and Will to be, like, the good guy. Pinkett Smith's visceral aversion to their nuptials notwithstanding, she and Smith ultimately agreed that getting hitched was in fact the right call. So this just seems like, you know, she was just scared because she was young, and now they're painting it as like, oh, she never wanted to marry him. She was just using him for money in the future. So, like, I can't see her as being this horrible. But then now we've got this other video resurfacing. Here, I'll send this one to Rob so he can edit that in. So this is the one I did a reaction to this. She apparently sits there. She's there filming him. There you go.
So, Will, you know Estelle Perel is coming to the table. She's going to be at the red table. Would you say she has been instrumental in...
Stella Perel, what is that? Their marriage therapist, probably. That's who she's talking about. Jada is 5 feet tall. She's a very petite woman.
When you and I redefining our relationship.
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
Oh, my goodness.
If you could film me.
Astaire, come help us again.
Don't just start filming me. And she's like, oh my goodness. It sounds like they were just fighting. Like they were just fighting, and she whips out the phone just to kind of what? Is she pulling a glowing amber, trying to make sure she oh no, please. I love the celebrity gossip and stuff, but I don't want to believe she's that toxic and horrible. But then again, I am more afraid of her than Brie Larson.
Help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Cause she could go and just...
Would you say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused between one another?
Yeah, these, you know, they're, in my opinion. All right, let me see. You think she's trying to bait him here? Do you think she's trying to bait him? It seems like she's saying, hey, do you think that our marriage counselor is helping? Do you think that she helped us heal ourselves, the hurts that we've caused each other?
Between one another.
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, don't just start rolling. I'm standing in my house. Don't just start rolling.
Don't just start rolling. Yeah, it looks like she's just trying to film him without his consent here, and oh no. So this is the one that's been going around. There's a lot of stuff making her look super duper toxic.
Please watch Astaire at the red table because she's helped us a lot. Can't you tell?
Can't you tell? You know, I do love, there's one little thing where she's like, yeah, bad marriage for life. I think that, I don't think that they're that it's that one-sided. I can't believe that it's not a big back and forth thing, and I just really don't want this to turn into another situation where we're throwing the woman under the bus 100%, because remember how cocky and arrogant Will Smith is. What do you guys think? What do you think in chat? How did this gold become accessible? I don't know. Well, she posted on her Instagram. That's her own Instagram video. She seems pretty wretched. Do you think she's trying to bait him? I don't know. I think none of these people look or come out looking like victorious, good, decent people. I think they probably get into it. They're probably in a marriage where they go back and forth a lot. So we recorded this for posterity. What do you think of the Jada Smith and Will Smith stuff while you're here, while I do a Jello shot?
I think Jada Pinkett Smith, in my opinion, is a selfish, egotistical, self-absorbed, without...
Censor that out.
Without an ounce of self-awareness or without any concern for anybody else other than herself.
As far as what?
There's that old Rodney Dangerfield joke during sex.
She used to scream out her own name.
Don't you think, though, it's possible that they're just doing that all for publicity, to make her look toxic?
No.
To make him look better? Like, don't you think that maybe they have their publicist on it and say, you know what? What if we make Jada look toxic right now, because nobody in their right mind is going to cancel Jada. Lo and behold, the same group of people who've been on Amber's butt and Bree's the past few years, but
no,
come along and
Is that like a personal attack or something?
She's doing a good job herself making it look toxic, but Will Smith in that video, that is the look of a defeated man. I know that look. I've seen that look before.
So what happened, Jada?
Did you go anywhere? Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
So what happened, Jada?
As far as what?